Today we're going to be having a go at this oil filter gasket housing, as we've got quite a leak there. You can just see it trickling down onto the gearbox. So the first thing we've done is we've hit these bolts for the heat shield with a bit of penetrating spray, and there is one just down there where the dipstick is, so we'll have a go at removing that. Got a E10 socket there, and we'll just make a start removing these. I did crack these with both hands because I don't want them going. This one's a bit tight, so we'll just coax these in and out, as it is an exhaust manifold, so there's not going to be any lubricant on these bolts. So that's those two bolts out from the top, and we've just got the one just by the lambda sensor there. There's just about enough room to get the tool in for this one. I'll just withdraw it. So the bolt on the right came out the dipstick. That's ever so slightly longer than the two I removed from the top. So we've got three bolts to undo. We can see the uppermost one, and there is just there. There's one below that and one there. Now the lower one on the left side is the trickier one. So you can see we're just going to get the tool in like so. That's just a quarter drive extension set, and because we've loosened the heat shield, that's going to give us good access to remove these three bolts, and the other two bolts are quite straightforward. So I've just removed the top bolt, and it was actually an E-Torx, and you'll need an E12 if you want to use E-Torx, but I actually removed it with a 10mm 6-sided socket. So just in case there is any residual oil when we remove this, I'm going to put this tray. This is actually an old sump. As you can guess the vehicle, there are bonus points. So that's all three bolts removed, and they're all the same. And we'll give this a wiggle, and hopefully it should come out. There's a couple of drips there. It looks like the gasket, yeah, still on the engine. Right, so we'll give that a clean up prior to the new gasket going on. So we're just going to give it a light sanding, as there's some traces of old gasket there. You want to get this nice and clean so the new gasket forms a good seal. So we'll take this opportunity to clean the ports. We've got a bit of a pipe cleaner going on there, so we get the good oil circulation. I have actually given it a pre-clean with an old cloth. We want maximal oil circulation. So we've got the replacement gasket, and that goes in just like so, and I will give you the part number. Okay, so we're going to get this oil filter refitted, all being well. There's a replacement gasket in, and we'll just loosely reuse the bolts, which have put a little bit of oil on the tip. So we set the torque wrench to 10 Newton meters, which I believe is the correct torque, and we'll make a start torquing these up. If we can get the torque wrench in. That bolt's the trickiest one. I've just got the 10mm socket on there at the minute. That's what I'm planning on using. There's not a lot of room. Just one click at a time. That is actually quite fiddly in here with a small torque wrench that we are managing, and that's the lower torqued. You're going to need one it's got a ratchet in, and I'm using a 3/8 drive with an adapter, and I've got on two of the bolts with that, and hopefully I can do the other one, the upper one, for the finale. You do well just to get that clicker movement And that does it. So that's all torque to spec. So this is the old gasket. As you can see, it's a bit thin and it feels quite rigid, and that's the part number for the replacement. And the only thing to do now is check for leaks when we run the vehicle up and refit this heat shield. Many thanks for watching, and why not subscribe to learn of more low cost repair solutions.